All right, so this is the piece of coral that came off the bigger piece yesterday. It's got kind of a pinkish color to it. And what I want to do is try to flint knap it. I was gonna save it, but I was like, how cool would it be to have a point out of this? So yeah, we're gonna make something from it. Hopefully. That is the goal, at least. This is probably the highest quality piece of the whole thing. Brandon's here, 417, what's up? Tommy's here? All right. Getting in early today. I decided to pick up this ball. I wasn't gonna pick it up, and I was like, you know what? The potential to make a point is just too much for me to bear. And so that's what we're gonna do. Gonna try to do what I do best. Well, hopefully. And make an arrowhead of some kind. Or maybe even finish it today, who knows? Chip a little bit here, chip a little bit there. Now I need to go ahead and get over the ridge. What's up? Cameron's here. What's up, Cameron? Welcome in. Let's see. I probably want to use that as a platform. Now, where's my bopper? Oh, there it is. It's behind me. Let's see if we can't isolate this song. Oh yeah. Boy, howdy, that's super cool. See the translucence there? That is so neat. What's up? Snyder's here. What's up, Snyder? I'll have you know, today's just one of those days where there were so many ambulances out. I don't know what it is, but boy, howdy, they were present today. But we decided to work this piece. I was gonna set it aside, but I was like, no, we're gonna work it. Let's see if we can make an arrowhead from it. What's up? Is that the spall off the coral unboxed yesterday? Absolutely. So it came off of this big one here. You're exactly right. Popos, yes sir. Honestly, I don't mind them. Means they're doing their job, I reckon. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Okay, let's go here. Shoot in a little bit. Marshall's here beside me tonight. He's just chilling, been waiting for this call. Well, here you go. Ooh, that came out. No, oh yeah, it's still working. We're still working on it. We aren't done. I might pick it up here in a little bit. You just never know. Oh yeah, this is so beautiful. Like I want to keep it. It's so nice and so pretty. Keeping Mios on our way down. All right, love to learn to nap. Maybe you should try, Winter. What's stopping you? Ooh, that one's translucent. What is stopping you? I think you should. The community is fantastic. That's a part of why I kept going with the hobby. Let's shoot this one all the way across. I actually ran over. Man, that's so pretty. And to make a little point off of that too, oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see, me and my dad do this all the time. That's awesome, Nat Cat. When Jared, what did Jared say? Good evening, Jake and Marshall. And no one, that's hilarious. That's funny. I have a bunch of Flint from Flint Ridge. I need tools. I'll tell you what, I usually get mine from flintknappingsupplies.com. Not affiliated with them. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I don't know if I want to keep it that way or not, but they have the best, in my opinion. They're the ones that I'm using right now. And I think it's like 50, 60, they might have raised their price, but for a full set of boppers, that's who I would go to. Just kind of save up a little bit of money and go to them. But there are also others who do a really good job that I haven't tried, so I can't really speak to how good their boppers might be, but I know these work really well. And a lot of people use them. They're entry level, but they do the job, even for me. And maybe I'm still entry level, I don't know. Sorry if my audio goes out for a second. Let's see, we're working coral today. Florida coral. Yeah, sorry if the audio goes out here. Sorry, I was getting a voicemail. I apologize if the audio went out. Yeah. Hi, hello. What's up, Wincy? What's up, guys? That one didn't do quite what I wanted to, but it did all right. It'll get the job done. Already got a nice biface. I can switch down to this size bopper now. Yeah, looky there. How pretty is that? Have a good night. You're leaving already, Whitley? Happy accident. Well, Jake, entry level. What do you? That's funny. Do you special? I do actually. Well, you can get them pretty much anywhere. I get mine from flintknappingsupplies.com. What kind of? It's coral. What type of stone? It's coral. Florida coral. I got this piece from my buddy Ryan, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. There we go. That was a good flake. That was really good. And the colors are now starting to really pop for me. This is, Patrick says, Flint Knapping not an easy hobby, but you know what they say, there you go. How can I purchase it? Well, I don't have a website. Why not wear both gloves? Because I'm really striking into this one. I don't think it's too necessary for the other one. Don't have a website, so I just have an email. And that's the best way to get up with me, is by email. Gulf Coast Knapping at gmail.com. What's up? What's up? This will be a wide one. There we are. Another good little flake. See if we can't run one here. Oh yeah, that was good. What's up, everybody? What am I doing? We're flint napping. We're taking flint. In this case, we're taking coral, and we're making it into an arrowhead of some kind. And so this is the process of flint napping. Napping flint. But napping with a K, not an N. If we start napping, this won't be much of a stream. But yeah, mostly just turning it to arrowheads and just having some fun. I would like to get one of those, like a finished point or like the raw rock. Because the rock is cool too. But I don't sell that personally. What's up, guys? Already at 50 likes? Good grannies. Here we go. Already we can consider, after taking a couple more flakes, just flipping it. And it'll be pretty much solid. I think this is a good clay candidate. A really good clay candidate. Like super good clay candidate. It's plenty wide enough. It's got the color, the structure. It's just kind of screaming to make a clay. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what we'll do. Oh yeah, that cleaned out a ton. See how thin that got there? All right. Crowd, good vibes. Yeah, it's always good vibes here, man. Always good vibes. And we're just having fun. No pressure at all. We're just hanging out, doing a little flint napping, trying to get the shards out of my feet. And that's about it. What's Ryan's name? Ryan Chatterson. Ryan Chatterson. With a CH. Ryan Chatterson. Let's see. A few more flakes here. We'll flip around. Oh yeah. Looky there. Just thinning out the middle. Getting it nice and thin there in the middle. And so we're just gonna keep going. It's already fairly thin, but we wanna get it thinner. With an A at the end. Thinner. That is our goal. And you know what? If we don't make that goal, that is A-okay too. But I think we will. What's up, everybody? Facebook. Yes, I'm on Facebook. I thought you messaged me on Facebook, 417. Earlier today. Haven't been able to get back to it. But yeah, I'm on Facebook. Oh, man. Much better. A little clearing out flake on the base. Man, that looks sweet. Hello from, Russia? Is somebody's name Russia? Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Ryan, what's your last name? Out of curiosity, I want to know who this Ryan is. No, it'd be a certain Ryan. Wendy's here. What's up, Wendy? Joshua's here. Maymay's from Russia. What's up? Somebody can tell him why I scrape the edges. I'm gonna try to read all these. Said, hi, what are we making? Just an arrowhead, probably a clay point. So why I braid the edges is because instead of crushing, in other words, it won't send a flake that I desire like that because the edge is not prepared correctly. So we call it preparing the edge, but also abrading the edge because we are abrading the edge quite literally, making it very dull and dense. And the denser that portion is, the more force is generated when you take a strike. And so it makes it very dull. There we go. We get us a little flute. 15 minutes in the stream already. What's up, guys? Any Canadians? It'd be cool if there were. What's up? Recently was traveling. Oh, I have no idea what that is. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a clay point. A clay point. So we need to draw in our tip a goodly little ways. Oh yeah, look at how, see how thin we got it? That just gouged out so much in the middle there. And that's what we're wanting to do. Really hyper thin this piece out. And even that could make a Hernando as it is. Imagine we just notch that. And already you got a nice little bird point that is translucent and came from a flake, but I've seen plenty of these Hernandos. In fact, most of them are made from a flake. So there's already a point. Do I ever use flint? Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. That's my favorite stuff to use is flint. Now, flint is kind of a broad term. And so I will say that I flint knap coral, but technically it's coral and not flint. However, very similar kind of process, yet very different process. But yes, there is a lot of flint that I knap personally. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. It's coming together. Man, I love the colors on this thing. I wish I would do that. Let's see. Just got a text from my buddy Lee. Oregon here. All right, Oregon. What do you make? To make them into airheads. By the way, I don't know. So there's a guy trying to buy this one. My buddy Joe. But if he doesn't end up snagging it, I'm selling it for $150 if anybody wants it. Georgia Jasper. Kind of showed it off at the end of the last live stream. It was gonna go in a keeper case, but decided to yank it out. Ooh, nice. Hey, from England. Well, they got some good chert over in England. There are times I wish I was over there myself, because they seem to have it made. I was walking in front of Buckingham Palace, and there's plenty of chert just laying there. It's crazy. Just right there in the little park. Ended up bringing it home and making like a triangle point out of it. It's pretty cool. A little small piece. But everywhere I go, I don't know if it's true for you guys too, I just look for chert. I just scour the ground. Like, is there any chert here? Or here? Or here? All right, so we're gonna downsize in boppers, which means I need to unearth my various boppers. Here's one. I'm looking for this one. This is the one I was looking for here. So this is a couple size down from what we were just using. Honestly, this has a good Snyder's build to it. I don't say that just because My boy Snyder is here in the chat. But it just has a good shape for a Snyder's. Now, am I going to make a Snyder's? No, you cannot convince me. Not, not out of coral, anything else but coral. Jasper can be snapped. Oh, yeah. Any chirp can be snapped. Oh, show. I don't know if that's, I'm kind of behind on comments, but let's see. Let's go here. Oh, yeah, this thing's getting wicked, guys. I don't even know if a clay is on the table anymore because it's so thin. And that's a good thing. Now, the reason I think it might be, I'm gonna have to see. There's a couple strikes we gotta make here so that we can shoot back on the other side. And depending on how these do, they might end up leading us to a clay point anyways. Wow, that was such a good strike. That was just about what we needed there. All right, flip it over, kind of take a quick gander. This is where we fluted it last time. I just want to thin out that base a little bit. And then there's another little ridge here I don't mind taking. It didn't run all the way, but it did enough. Okay. And maybe even one here. Curious how this does. Oh yeah, that caught everything. So now we got all these little shoots from the base that thin it out even more. And now when we do switch sides, which we're about to, by the way, that's not my music in the background. I think some car's driving by. I don't really have a nuanced music taste per se. Now, sorry. Oh, I got you. From Hawaii. What part of Hawaii? Let's see. I wonder if there's any obsidian in Hawaii. I would think. Somebody here in the chat would probably know. Tommy, you have any idea? I don't know if Mike Mason's here. There might be some who would know if there's some obsidian or some kind of rock. It's pretty far off American coastline, but then again, church found all over the world. But in that kind of isolated volcanic area, I really don't know. My guess would be obsidian, but then again, might not be old enough. And it gouged out a little more than I wanted to, but I don't think it harmed us any. Alright, let's go here. Actually, let's do this. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we needed. But this one's tricky. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Could have been a little worse. What's up, everybody? Just working some coral today. Already got it pretty doggone thin. So we're just working our way inwards. hoping to make some kind of arrowhead or blade. Of course, we've got a bajillion different options we can go with. So we'll see what happens. It's not turned down enough. Now it is. Yeah, platforms really matter, especially at this stage. I'll try to round them all together best we can. Again, a clay point is still kind of on the radar. A Kirk corner notch, of course. Ocala, yes. It's kind of wide. A notch away would be interesting. I actually kind of, well, it depends on how wide we're able to keep it, I reckon. It's not my go-to point of choice, but I think it would work for this one. And again, a clay point, just a classic clay. It's hard to turn down. What's up, everybody joining? Chris, accent. Yeah, pretty much. It kind of has that shape, huh? How long does it take you? Sometimes it takes a couple hours. So making a coral arrow or spear point. Yet to be determined. City. Hi from Belgium. All right. All right. What are we making? We are making a blade or arrowhead of some kind. You lived in Hawaii for a few years. There's a base there in Hawaii. Obviously. Man. How cool would it be to get a clay out of this though? It's got everything that you would want to for it. Of course, I don't know, I'm skeptical. If we went ahead and did it, man, I don't know. It could be 1,000 different things, honestly. But it is to be determined because I'm going to set this down to work something that I think y'all actually would want to see a little bit more, and that is this honking thing. So let's work it a little bit. Obviously, this is the one from yesterday, and I want to make it into a Noonan point if I can. Again, I don't know if we can complete it today. That's kind of the direction I want to go with it. So we shall see, we shall see. What are y'all thinking? Do you think we should go Noonan here? The color's amazing. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna lie, these lows. Got my first arrowhead last year? No way. No way. You know what kind it was? Work our way in. Little bit here, little bit there. Not doing anything too crazy. There we go. That was a good thinning piece there. Good one there. And we kind of start the process over that we were talking about yesterday, which is why this looks so blade-like already, is because we did our little process And so I'm just going to repeat that process. But now, got to be a little more careful because we're getting a little bit more thin, a little bit thinner. Gotta be extra careful. There we go, that was good. Let's see, a couple ways to attack this next one. Let's go with this here. So didn't quite reach over that, that's okay. We still got a ways to draw this in still. In fact, let me see if I can hop up in size in boppers. Oh yeah, that cleared it out good. That cleared it out. Almost too good. This flake here. Of course, that was the most pivotal one because of the fact that that's where that grainy area is. And so taking care of that now is probably a good thing. The only downside is, of course, that means it got much thinner. Of course, same thing there, striking in the middle. We'll catch the remaining portion on the opposite side. Just drawing it in. So see how we started up here? And we're working our way. Now we're gonna shoot here, 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 and probably here. So it kind of just works in tandem a little bit. We still got to make sure we isolate our flakes and don't get too rowdy and out of order. So we'll go ahead and isolate this one. And that caught everything there. Now we might can just isolate this little chunk here. And that shot over to the middle, which is good, what we want. Now we pave the way for the next strike. Should be right about in there somewhere. And even if these strikes aren't perfect, as long as they semi do what you need them to do, it'll be a-okay. But preparing platforms at this stage is super critical. All right, got a hinge, but we'll catch it on the other side. So again, no worries there. And honestly, that can just be picked out. Okay. I said we probably had our fill for that side. So we can switch over and now do this face. Here. What's up, everybody? All right, we need a Snyder, are you there? I'm making you a moderator. We need to get rid of some of these comments here. Let's see, Snyder, I'm making you one. Let's see. Yeah, if you could take care of some of those for me, that'd be amazing. That way I don't have to. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? having to get rid of some comments there that were a little out of pocket. Just a little out of pocket, nothing crazy. All right, so unfortunately I have a method and I need to follow it. I was gonna break it for just this one time, but no. No, I better not. And I'm gonna go down a size in bopper here, up towards the tip. Right in through here. Something like that. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you have a question or something, just let me know. You got them, I think? All right, sweet Tommy. They came in kind of quick. Ooh, those tip strikes are scary, scary. Okay, that one didn't do amazing. Let's still work our way down here. Let's go here. All right. Go there. There we are. That kind of fixed some of our mess there. There we go. All right, I think we're on track now. Now that is fairly fragile there. This could be bad. Or it could be exactly what we needed. That works too. Work up to the next kind of critical strike here, which is going to be somewhere right in here. And actually, I want to Miozy this over just a hair more. And I'll show you why, hopefully here in about a second or two. I want to get a little closer to this platform here. Because there was a hinge and I wanted to be able to catch the hinge, and I didn't think I could on the other angle. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we're making a spearhead, going for a Noonan. Oh, don't tell me that, Perry. Let's see. Don't tell me that. Move on to our next platform we want to strike, which will be right into here. And of course, when you pave the way and you got a nice red carpet for it to run, you don't have to be overly worried. But when it doesn't have a nice red carpet, it might be tricky. This may hinge out in the middle. We'll see. Yep, I kind of figured, but I think that we'll catch it eventually. It's all part of the plan. Maybe. We'll see how the plan goes. This could be good or could be very bad. Okay. Not crazy. Not thrilled about it, but I guess I'll take it. Could be worse, could be worse. There we are. That was really nice. That was really nice. I think we can catch the rest from the other side. Yeah. Now, we're definitely going to put a stem on this, but might as well have a little fun and try to knock that off. All right, so now we can flip it over and address this side, because I'm trying to stick with my pattern here. Although I want to deviate so badly, we're going to stick with it. For now. Okay, take that. I think that'll peel off. It's already getting pretty thin there. Let's go, whoopsies. This is not the greatest platform I've ever made right here. I'm hopeful, but have to see. That did amazing. Wow. So there was a hinge on the other side, obviously, and I was super scared. What's up, Mike? What's up, Jared? Yeah, I was super scared that would not work out right there. Whew, but it did. It did. Here. And that cleared out the rest. Sweet. We take those. Gladly, we take those. Go here. Did good. It didn't like superly, is that a word? It didn't superly thin it out, but I mean, it did enough. Work our way back a little bit. Let's see. I can't force a little something here. perfect. Man, I was really hoping I'd get that one because that one really made this thing pop. So following my little pattern here, technically this is step 3 of 4. And that wasn't a good hit. That is why we need this abrader here, because without it, it would do exactly that. That was nice. That was nice. I really want one more in through there because one of them was kind of lackluster. So if I could set one up here, I'd like to. But don't know if I can. This is not isolated, but it worked like a charm. Let's go. Work like a charm. Perfect. Sorry, I hadn't been reading the chats. Forgive me. Maybe you can understand why. Boy, howdy. Yeah, last is going to be this year. And that's going to be a doozy trying to get that one out. But that's what's next on the agenda is just doing that one. Let's see. Patriots here. What's up? All right. Jay got asked about a PB&J. Yeah, I gave it some thought today. And in all honesty, if I have PB&J shirt, I want to keep it. But if I make something out of it and I don't want it, I'll come to you. It's just such an uncommon material that I feel like, at least for us, I would say it's probably the most sought after, aside from maybe the black. And so if I get any, usually I try to make it for myself if I can. But I'll keep you in mind. That much I can promise you. Sorry to let you down. But this is going to have to come in a little bit more. But yeah, usually I'll keep my PB&J points, but like I said, I'll keep you in mind. I'll keep you in mind. I can promise that. Every time I make one, I'll be like, oh boy, what am I gonna do? But welcome everybody in the chat who's here. Glad that you're here. Hope that you're having an awesome day. All right, let's see. Boy, I just don't know if we can reach that. From where I'm at right now. That is a tough strike to hit. And my goodness. That is beyond tough. This would really be the only way to it. And I kind of already messed it up. This might be bad, folks. Could be the end here. Okay, it got up to it. It did get up to it. Could have been way worse. Now, is there another angle? And I believe the answer is essentially no. I'm going to try to force something here. Again, this could also be very bad. But it was exactly what we needed to do. And we got it. We got it. Boy, I'm behind. Petrified, no, agatized coral. That take 1,000,000 years to make? No, not quite. Coral? Yeah, it's coral. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Boy, that was a tough one, but we caught it. I got the Bob the Builder song in my head. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Yes, we can. Maybe. Possibly. Probably. Likely. This is not the greatest angle or platform, but I think we fixed it now. I think we're good. Oh yeah, that, wow. That just did everything I could have needed and more. Sweet. So how are we looking, guys? I mean, is it coming together or what? Let me know. Let me know. There is a seam there, and that is why it didn't want to take. Boy, I'm glad I saw that right now. That could have been awful. That could have been terrible. See how it popped out there? See, I mean, that could have been it, folks. Little stuff like that, always got to be perceptive. And boy, that could have done it, but thankfully we were on our game. I was able to see it. And still gotta be on my game here. As I shoot some of these flakes off. Yep, just like that. A little bit of a braiding and it wanted to fail on it. Okay, that worked. Okay. We'll have to shoot the other side and then come back to it. How about them apples? Whew. All right, take a breath of fresh air. Tomlinson's in here. What's up, brother? What is up? All right. Let me see. Yeah, good to have y'all in here. We're getting dangerously close to finishing this thing. I say that, but I know we got a ways to go. Now we flake this side. That means I got to come to this side and do what? Oh no. Got to flake back into here. That's the next one, and then I can flake here, right? Yep. That'll be our, so we have 2 more passes left. Here and here, because we did here and here. This is where it gets down to the wire and where things can get exciting and sad at the very same time. So, towards the tip, I'm just gonna, whoopsies. Get that out of my vantage point here. How thankful I am that the tip on this thing is of good quality. So often I work material where the tip is just the worst, because I want the base to have the best because it's going to be the widest. So it also makes this more fragile though, which is always a concern. For sake of supporting. But I'd say we're doing pretty good so far. Take this a step at a time. I don't want to rush it. And I about did. And something like this, you just can't rush. Can't do it. There we are. So it's a matter of drawing it in, but while you draw it in also, establish some good ridges to run. Making a knife? Yeah, how did you know? You're so smart. said that kind of sarcastically, sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a Noonan. Particularly, it's called a Lockalusa. A Lockalusa Noonan. There we are. That's about all I needed off the side there. Everything up here looks solid to me. So we keep working our way down. We figure out where we want our next platform to be. And this is kind of an interesting one here. It's not really a good platform, but we're gonna make it one. Oh yeah. Right into the middle. You're right, Snyder. That's exactly what I do. You are smart. Somebody must have asked a question about that. This one's tricky because, I mean, everything up to here we've done really, really well and meeting everything. But this one's tricky. This is where it gets really tricky. Because this is not great. What we have here, we kind of just have to make it great. And this is honestly the toughest part of flint knapping, is figuring out what angle is going to be best to shoot these kind of flakes that are just so difficult. That's going to put too much stress. I got to use this one. We caught it. Let's go. Oh my goodness. See, it had to go over a hinge and catch that. And it did exactly that. That is awesome. That is, I can't believe that. I was, whew. Boy, that scared me. My goodness. This thing is, wow. Just wow. That's really all I can say. Marshall, why don't you lay down, Bo? Lay down, buddy. You okay? Ain't a boogeyman out there. You'll be all right, buddy. And even on strikes like this down towards the base, these are the ones that scare me. Because a strike like this is very unpredictable. especially with that little fossil there. Oh, we caught it. Let's go. Everything's just going our way. This is becoming exceptional. Like truly exceptional. And we still have to do this side. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that we're gonna have to pressure flake that. I'm not, no. I don't even want to touch the base, but I'm gonna have to. I don't want to touch it. But I got to. Honestly, the best way to catch it is probably from here. Which is interesting. So a sideways. Sideways strike here. Caught up into it a little bit. I think that when we go do the notching for the stem, we can get some of that craziness out. I hope. Again, this is the last side we have to fool with, and honestly, before I even go down it, I want to fix this base because I do not want this to get out of hand here. Is that right there? I could probably take my whoopsie daisies. My little thing and do it that way, but if I can catch it from there, I would rather do that, honestly. So let me, now we aren't done with the blade edge yet. But what I'm gonna do is kind of work my way towards this thicker area. And I could like indirect percussion it out, but it's definitely way too dense to be pressure flaking this thing. Or to bop it just outright. We have the platform, that's the thing here. The question is, do I want to take it? And part of me just wants to wait again. I think that might be the best course of action. Again, if I start messing around with this, that wants to take way too much. I'm just gonna have to pressure flake my way to it. And if we lose a little length, so be it, but I don't wanna mess this up here. I think that's just the safest bet. Just to work our way to it, because that's the only really problem I see left with this piece, is that there. I mean, we got to get closer, so. Getting closer. I don't think we're close enough yet, though. I don't think we're close enough yet. Now we're getting closer. Just don't think we caught a little bit, but generally speaking, we're gonna have to do a little more, I'm afraid. Now we'll go to this one. Now where are we at? All right, can't go any further there. Again, I don't want to do anything crazy, but I need to catch that. What if I strike into it a little bit? just mainly just shows me a little bit, doesn't really do much. All right, go back to my pressure flaking here. Do the back side and then the front side again, and it's about the best I could probably do. Kind of the moment of truth here. Did I raise it up high enough to reach where I need to reach? That shot forward. I needed to shoot back like so that this could rise up even more. So that I can get it. And I got a good portion of it at least. So I didn't get every last lick of it, but I got a goodly amount. And there we go. We picked its pocket. And we officially got it. There's one little itty bitty little hinge there that goes through here, probably when we pushed it, but I don't really see that as being a problem. I think this is our display side anyway, so. Whew, big breath of fresh air. Big breath of fresh air. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Might as well go ahead and kind of start this other notch here. Come on, you're okay, buddy. And again, I could bop this out, but I do not see, and there's a little seam there, so yeah, I'm gonna be as careful as I can be. As I work this thing in. Here. Okay, switch to the metal one I was working with earlier. Whoopsies. Head butted you. Yeah, this little flaker does an amazing job. Okay. And a little more. Alright. Maybe a couple more strokes here. Flip it over. Same thing back through here. And already from thinning out the tang here, it's much lighter. Feels much lighter because you reduced a lot of that mass. That was weighing on us. Now let me finish this blade off a little bit. Kind of put that to a side for a second so I could deal with the base. And the base really isn't finished. Those fish up here. How long did it take to master this? I've been doing it about I don't know, a little over 5 years, I think. But now I need to shoot back in through here. Go through my normal progression by starting at the tip. Feel the thinness. And here in a second, I'll probably go run and get my other Noonan that I made to kind of examine it and see how I want this one to look, because I want them to look similar. And the other Noonan is, it's at least, well, it's not quite a year old, but if they're going to be in the case together, I want them to kind of look the same. I think that makes sense. Now the other one's not going to be as wide. I know that for kind of a fact. But it'll give me an idea of the base and the kind of symmetry I want. Sorry. I wasn't glitching there, I promise. I just wanted to make sure I hit it right. There it went. Yeah, the first hit didn't catch as deep as I wanted it to. All right, I'm gonna run inside and get the other example for me to kind of go off of, but we'll be right back. By the way, for those who are a little late to the party, this is the preform we made out of the other piece of this stuff. And anyways, this will take me about 1 minute. And shake all the flakes off. Shake off the flakes. And y'all keep the chat lively, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm coming back. Coming back. Alright. Now, these here are my best Noonans to date. So this is my, what I call the ice Noonan, because it is more translucent than anything I've ever seen. Okay. Also have this one, and this is the one I want to model it after. This Noonan here. Angela, yeah. And so this is the one I really want to model the point that we're making after. But then we have this long one. And you'll notice that this is kind of matches the length of the other one. The other one's a little longer. But this one's much skinnier. Much skinnier. Now, again, a little bit different Noonan type and shape, but that's kind of what I want to go for, is something like this, but honestly the shape of this. So instead of super triangular, maybe a little more rounded over, but then again with how thick the other piece is, maybe something like this will be better. So what I'm going to do is put these off to the side. I have no room. Literally have no room to put these. That is tragic. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I don't want Marshall on them either, so I'll just throw them here. There, and where can this one go? Maybe right there. And so that's what we're gonna go for, is something kind of like that. So we'll see what we get. All right, so here's our big fat honker of a blade. And I think it's about time. I think it's about time we remove the glove here. Oh yeah, I can feel it much. Yeah, that sounds weird, but I can feel it a lot better now. Get my small bopper, and now we're about to go to work. Now that I can feel everything. So essentially what I'm gonna do is any low spot, I'm gonna run. Any high spot I'm gonna take. This is kind of my domain here. What I enjoy doing the most in flint knapping is once I get all my dominant strikes done, I can just kind of go back through and cherry pick a couple flakes that I think really need to get taken off. So this will help with symmetry, with shape, with thinness, with edge thinness. It'll help with just about everything. So I love this stage. So instead of looking like a slab, because all the percussion strikes we did, now we can give it a little convexity and make it look like a point. This is where that tricky area was, and again, we're going to draw this tip in quite a bit. Still need to be very careful. Like I said, we'll get to the tip when we can. Right now, I'm just going to go down the line and find all my opportunity strikes and take them. I know I hadn't looked at the comments in a minute. Again, I apologize. Something like this, it's hard to have my mind in a couple places at once. this is starting to get to some convexity that I like. So maybe I'll start on the other side now. Just kind of being a little picky and choosy. Trying to make the edges not so thin, but a little bit thicker. Because, again, I wanted to have convexity. I wanted to look like a real point. Right now, it just looks like a slab. Okay. And I think this will look more like a point once this tip is finalized. And once we put an edge on everything. A little bit. And again, when your flakes don't go to the center, see how flat it looks right there, but how rounded it looks here? Not just because of the light. Flat and then rounded here. Because I'm not shooting over the center. So it's building some convexity. And just kind of shooting to there. So thinning out the edge, yes, but thinning out the blade, no. Oh, that was bad. That was better. Now, why I stopped fooling around with the base is because our symmetry is kind of dictated by how our blade shape comes into form. And I wanted to leave some extra room in case we needed it. Looks like we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I need to keep building convexity here. Still too platter-like for my liking here. Trying to get it thicker. As I thin down the middle of the piece. Hey, some strikes just got to be taken, you know. Over here saying get it thicker, and I'm thinning the whole thing out. Yep. So up, y'all still alive in the chat? The crowd was over 1,000 earlier. Yeah, it was over 2,000 earlier. It's possible he will. Let's see. I want to thin the top. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, the tip of this or this other point up here? I'm not going to do the other point tonight. Just finish this one, hopefully. But I do plan to thin the tip, yes. As I'm starting to be right now. Again, trying to make this not look like a slab. That's my whole goal right now. I've been trying to get rid of that little area there for a while, but I finally got it. All right, mosey on over to the other side again. Probably just gonna pressure flake the tip. Or not. There we go. All right, we're not done yet, but I am gonna call it. It's 11 o'clock my time, and yeah, I want to finish this where I got time. So we'll probably pick up on it next stream. Yeah, no comps. I haven't heard one lately. So we'll pick this up next stream. The base is kind of cattywampus. So we'll fix it then. But anyways, so now you know it takes a while to make these things. It's been a almost 2-hour stream, but it's been fun. It's been fun so far. Still got a ways to go. But happy y'all are along for the ride, and hopefully you've enjoyed it so far. So, all right, there we go. Not even, we probably got another hour left in it to go, just to get it all nice and fanciful. It's still kind of heavy for me right now. But anyways, thankful y'all were able to come and watch and enjoy the stream. Again, it was way wider, but I'm trying to get it where it's a little bit more convex, so that's why it's taking that shape. And the base is awful right now, and the tip is not where I want it to be. But we'll give it there. Give it a flute? No. Looks wild. Hopefully that's a good thing. All right. Is it for sale yet, Thomason? No. Depending on how good it is, I may keep it. I really don't know. I bought the stone for $120, so I'd have to get at least that out of it. So if I were to sell it. I've seen ASMR napping videos. Oh, where's the dog? Oh, he's over here. He's over here. We're about to give him some loving. Don't worry. Just wanted to show this off. Has a little bit of translucence to it. Oh, goodness. Still, still open to selling this Pickwick, though. If anybody wants it, you can have it. It's just Georgia Jasper. Big old blade. Can you pet the dog? No, but I can for you in your place, because he's ready to go. He sure is. Yep. Price? Oh, no. Oh, on the Jasper one? I told my buddy 150 because it was one of my nicer ones, but for you probably 130. But then again, I know you bought some stuff recently, and I don't want to overload you, and but I would do 130 for you. And I guess for everybody else, you get a deal on here. At least 500. Oh no, not well. I'm talking about this one here. This Jasper one. Might hit you up for that and some of the stuff you would. I gotcha. All right. Well, if there's only one other guy who was asking about it earlier, it was before the stream, my buddy Joe, and I don't know if he's planning on getting it or not. He said he liked it a lot, so I don't know. But I'll keep you updated. Do you do any more on the piece with the polyps? The big one I was working today, the one with the polyps was down here. And I forget where the second piece of that was. I bet you it's under me somewhere. So no. But by the way, thanks for everybody who liked the stream, who subbed to the channel. Hopefully we can keep the streak going, maybe get a live stream going tomorrow night. Of course, it would be a little bit later because I got church tomorrow night. But maybe around 9 o'clock or so I can get in and film a little video. Is it translucent? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, this one down here is making me bend down with the polyps. It's still thick, but I mean, it'll be translucent. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Would love to get some for my old man who does custom projects and woodwork. Would be awesome to have some of those chippings. Like the itty bitty ones. Like all this stuff down here. These aren't like workable for me or really for anybody. But if you wanted a medium box of it, to ship it, it's like $20. So just for the effort of tape and everything, if you wanted a medium box of just random stuff on the floor here, I could do 30 bucks. And that would cover the cost of shipping it for me and also give me $5 in the pocket. So honestly, it's not really worth me doing it, but I would do one box for you. 50? Oh goodness. No, I already said 30, so I don't want to backtrack on my word. So, but I'll give you my PayPal and or do you have PayPal or Venmo? That's up to you. That's up to you. Let's see. Probably could work those. I practice on thin glass. On this stuff down here, you think? I have to know your worth here. Poor Marshall's yawning. He's ready to go to bed. Peaky, do you have Venmo or PayPal by chance? I'm scratching and all your little hairs are flying in my face, Marshall. Flying in my face. Why are you looking at me like that? Anyways, I don't really have anything else to show. I did get some more. Like I said, we got some decent flakes off of that one boulder. Four, five, 6, 7, 8. And just some itty bitty ones, but they really aren't worth much. PayPal got an email, or I'll catch you next stream. You're not going anywhere. That's true. I tell you what, I'll type it. Let me see if I can type it. Start a poll. Oh, I didn't know I could start a poll. What? Start a Q&A as well? All right, well, now I know. Let me see. Am I able to type in the chat? What if I want to type in the chat? Let me see. Is that a possibility? Share, no. Chat, filters, top, moderation. Let me see. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. What's up, Sal? I don't think it'll let me, unfortunately. But no, I don't have a pen, so I can't even write it down. All right, I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you, Peaky, and all right, sounds good. I'm gonna tell you, Peaky, and I'll let you type it in as I say it, and then type it into the chat, and I can confirm whether that's it or not. How about that? It's capital B. All right, so capital B, lowercase a, s, the number 3, 8, and then lowercase all at iCloud.com. So capital B, lowercase as, the numbers 3, 8, then lowercase all at iCloud.com. And that's my PayPal. And if you do it, just send friends and family. That way I don't have to pay taxes on it. But I'll let you type that in and we'll see if that's what you got. This is the smaller piece of that same coral. It was a little bit more high quality. Yep, that's exactly it. And then it's the @ symbol. iCloud, all lowercase, ICLOUD.com. Yep, lowercase iCloud, you got it, .com. And that's it. That's exactly it. I'm excited about this one. This one will come out good too. Like I said, I think I want to go clay on this one. Of course, we got different varieties of coral. Here's an orange one, some blue. Won't let me type E. Oh, email. I gotcha. Ah, I gotcha. Hey, no worries. But sounds like a plan. I'll literally just grab some of this stuff and throw it in a box, and it'll be good to go. But yeah, Marshall's giving me a weird look. He's about ready to call it. By the way, for y'all who stayed to the end, I got a treat for you just to show you off. Good to meet you too, Peaky Blinder. It's one of my favorite shows, man. It's hard to beat. All right, who wants to see this boat of mine? Man, I've been telling you, I've been working on it, and I have been working on it. Oh, goodness. So, it is a Fisher Marine boat. It is a 16-foot, and I repaneled. So, I took all the panels off, even on the bottom, and recarpeted every square inch of this thing. Every last little bit. Recarpeting around here, scraping off the old glue. It was awful. Made the cup holders so I could get to my wires a little easier. Installed a foot pedal up here for the trolling motor. Got me a nice Humminbird that I wired back, and it's a 10-inch Explorer. And anyways, recarpeted the seats and got a couple new batteries wired up. Now the only problem is this has a gas leak and I gotta fix it. But otherwise, we're rocking and rolling. Recarpeted this. And I got some rods in there. But yeah, I got a gas leak. I gotta take it to get it fixed. But if you want to see the rest of my garage, I got some coral down here. A ton of little preforms that aren't in boxes anywhere. They're just kind of out and about. All sorts of colors and varieties. There's some green. Don't see very often. Some translucent. When we going fishing? I don't know. When are we going fishing? Bunch of Flint River back here. Bunch of random stuff back there. Coastal, Jasper. This is my setup, so this is where I'm napping here. Got flakes down there, my little board that holds my phone, for those who are curious. And of course, this is the bad boy we're working on today, and the three other Noonans we finished. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna call it. I'm thankful that I'm actually standing up for a half second. Coming up. All right. Well, y'all take care, and we shall see you when we see you. Hopefully later on tomorrow night we'll see you. So I think Marshall wants to go fishing. All right, guys, y'all take care, and let's go inside. All right. Go around. Go ahead. All right, guys, y'all take care. See you tomorrow night. Sounds good.